So for me, customer experience is simple. I think the first part is to know who you are as a business, know what your personality is going to be. Friendly, kind, thoughtful, helpful, forward-thinking. What's the personality of your brand? And then come up with some attributes, some attitudes and behaviours that are going to enhance that personality, and that's what you then start to try and recruit in terms of your employees. And the most important thing I think I learned from John Lewis was actually what you do for each other is what you do for customers. Create that working environment for your employees so they find their managers are friendly, thoughtful and kind to them. And I believe then it's just a leap of faith, but I've proved it time and time again that they will then be friendly, thoughtful and kind to their customers. Well, the North Star, some people will call it vision, some people will call it purpose. It's just, why do we exist? Why should anybody care about us? Why should anyone want to do any business with us? John Lewis's was a bit of a strange one, actually. The purpose in 1929 was to have an organisation where employees were happy. So these can be really highly aspirational and lofty, or they can be very, very simple. But having something there, the idea is that people come to work inspired and having a sense of purpose. So there are 6 things that you need to think about with employee engagement and customer engagement. First one is to define what your personality is going to be in terms of behaviour and attitude, so friendly, kind, thoughtful, whatever you want to be as a business. Second one is to measure that, measure it with employee surveys and customer surveys, because this is inside out. It's what you do for your employees is what you hope they'll do for customers. Third thing is to communicate it. Communicate it at its inception, but then continue to tell stories about people who've lived up to those behaviours and attitudes and what it's done for customers and what it's done for them, to bring it to life so people can see what it looks like. Fourth thing is leadership, and that's probably one of the biggest things that I see that's lacking in organisations. So that's leaders modelling the behaviour that we talked about and then actually coaching it in their teams to encourage them to deliver that behaviour for each other and for their customers. Fifth thing is HR really. It's about reward, recognition and appraisal to make sure those are linked not just to the outcomes people achieve, but the alignment with the behaviour with which they achieve those outcomes. So it's about how they do things, not just what they do. Then finally, the sixth part is the recruitment. If you've done the first 5 really effectively and really built a cohesive network around those first 5, you've got a great blueprint for exactly the sort of personality and individual you want to recruit into your business.